good night. Yeah, normal night.
By the way, how's the
Yeah.
weather? How's the weather in Vietnam?
Mm-hmm. Well, hot, very
Cold? Yeah, I think my
hot.
students, I think some of my students told me that, they're wearing jacket because it's like rainy season, or I don't know, cold in some areas in Vietnam.
Yeah, in Vietnam, the weather not the same. It is not. Now the weather is very good. Uh,
I see.
yes, very cool weather. Also
Mm.
in the south, some provinces have rainy. Usually in some beach province, because the strong wind blow the rain go away. So rather
I
hot.
see. I see.
Yes.
Okay. I think it's, I don't know if they announce here in Philippines that there will be a typhoon, but I hope not, because it's quite traumatic to have, a typhoon in, yeah, to experience. Okay. Anyway, so did you have dinner? Did you eat?
Yeah, yeah. 30 minutes ago.
Right, that's great to
How
hear.
about you?
So, yeah, I already did.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so last time we talked about, okay, this part, the complaint about space problems, and we were
Yeah.
able to anyway, Chen, can you see my screen?
Yes, I see.
Okay. So last time we were able to listen to an audio about space problems, about no privacy at all. So that's the complaint of the of employee number 3. So now
Yeah.
let's listen to another audio. Okay. So this is employee number 4. Still
Yes.
it is under space problems.
Okay.
Okay, here.
4. I love what I do, but the problem is that it's become really difficult to work in such a noisy environment. The office has become a nightmare. You're trying to do your stuff, and then 5 telephones start ringing around you. I'm interrupted hundreds of times a day. We all are.
Okay.
Yes.
So, did you hear the
Yeah. Can
complaint?
you cannot touch on the speech, so I cannot why enough fast. So I need one more time.
Okay, okay. Yeah, yes, it's okay actually. Yeah. Normally we would play the audio, two times or more.
4. I love what I do, but the problem is that it's become really difficult to work in such a noisy environment. The office has become a nightmare. You're trying to do your stuff, and then 5 telephones start ringing around you. I'm interrupted hundreds of times a day. We all are.
Mm. So,
Okay. Ah, she complained about problems about noisy environment when working.
yeah. So she cannot focus. There are five, at least five telephones
Yes,
ringing.
five.
Yeah,
Uh,
imagine, Chen, if it's ringing at the same time. So, oh my gosh, it's really a
so,
headache. Yeah, it's
so,
nerve wracking. So here we have noisy environment. How about in your place? It's okay. No, maybe how many telephones at your office? Just in your department.
my department nowadays I don't think the table phone people not use in my company. People use personal phone, smartphone.
Ah,
So can if they have a phone, yes, maybe a phone, they will go out of room and listen and talking to them.
I see. So, but there are also some offices that have telephone, right? For, contacting clients, something like that. Ah, okay. But
My office,
nowadays,
uh,
yes,
my room just only have one telephone
telephone.
for
At
connection.
least, yeah, I think that's good. But in this situation, in this, the example situation, it's not really a good or conducive to working. So not efficient at all. Okay, so here, the last one, we have the new HR director. Okay, so let's listen to the complaint about this. Okay, 38.
5.
Well, we all know that the company has known better times. But things really started to go very wrong when Mrs. Anderson, the new director, was appointed. That may sound like an awful thing to say, but I know it's an opinion most of my colleagues share. We need someone we can talk to, someone who will listen to what we have to say. But talking to her is like talking to a brick wall. She never tries to understand our point of view.
My gosh. Okay, let's play the audio again.
Yes, yes, yes.
5.
Well, we all know that the company has known better times. But things really started to go very wrong when Mrs. Anderson, the new director, was appointed. That may sound like an awful thing to say, but I know it's an opinion most of my colleagues share. We need someone we can talk to, someone who will listen to what we have to say. But talking to her is like talking to a brick wall. She never tries to understand our point of view.
So what's the problem here
Mm,
about the
maybe,
new HR director?
yeah. Uh, mhm. Maybe I need to listen one more time.
Yeah, it's okay.
5.
Well, we all know that the company has known better times. But things really started to go very wrong when Mrs. Anderson, the new director, was appointed. That may sound like an awful thing to say, but I know it's an opinion most of my colleagues share. We need someone we can talk to, someone who will listen to what we have to say. But talking to her is like talking to a brick wall. She never tries to understand our point of view.
Okay. Did you get the idea,
Yeah,
Chen? All right.
and
So,
yeah, I just
mm-hmm.
I hear his complaint that he hear about his college sharing about the director.
Yeah, Mrs.
Understand?
Anderson.
Yeah, I can understand. She's mm, selfish personnel. She will cannot hear anyone
Mm-hmm.
yeah, anyone for talking and so easy to talk to her. Yeah, to
Yes,
talk.
yes. You're
I don't hear exactly the word for the complaint.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, you're right. So she's not easy to talk to. It's like talking to a wall, right? If you're talking to a wall, it doesn't,
Yeah,
you cannot really enter because it's like really hard. So that's like Mrs. Anderson. She doesn't listen to,
yeah,
the advice, suggestion. So yeah, she's selfish, just like what you said. So you're actually right. Okay, so not easy to talk to or not approachable.
yeah. Approachable. Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
easy to talk to. How about you, Chen? If you have an HR like this, so what will you feel if you have an
Uh,
HR like this, or yeah.
yeah. Sometimes I meet some guy like it, but finally I have to find a way to talk to him this time.
Mm.
Uh, yeah, the general purpose don't let don't let me go away and don't talk anymore. Yes, the work make me have to thinking the way to talk with them to solve the problem.
Yes. So I think this one it's really hard because we need to balance, right, everything. If we are an
Yeah,
employee and also they are HR, so we need to adjust. But maybe at the same time we have also to tell them that you should treat your staff or your colleagues well, because we are all in one company. It's like we are all family working together, so we should like unite, right? Not like try to ruin everything or everyone. Okay, anyway, so next audio, let's listen to, okay, the second opinion.
6,
As far as I'm concerned, the main problems are the threat of further staff cuts and also the unreasonable workload. We've already talked enough about that, I think, but there's another source of stress in this department, I'm afraid, and that's our new director. I've been patient. We've all been patient and hoped she'd change somehow, but she didn't. She just won't make the effort to listen to us. And whenever she speaks, it is to criticise. We meet our targets, we take work home, but she'll never say, well done. It's very demotivating.
Mm. Okay, let's try to listen again.
6,
As far as I'm concerned, the main problems are the threat of further staff cuts and also the unreasonable workload. We've already talked enough about that, I think, but there's another source of stress in this department, I'm afraid, and that's our new director. I've been patient. We've all been patient and hoped she'd change somehow, but she didn't. She just won't make the effort to listen to us. And whenever she speaks, it is to criticise. We meet our targets, we take work home, but she'll never say, well done. It's very demotivating.
Okay, so did you hear?
yeah. Can your words are not on off.
Mm.
I think this one more time.
Yes, it's all right. It's all right.
6,
As far as I'm concerned, the main problems are the threat of further staff cuts and also the unreasonable workload. We've already talked enough about that, I think, but there's another source of stress in this department, I'm afraid, and that's our new director. I've been patient. We've all been patient and hoped she'd change somehow, but she didn't. She just won't make the effort to listen to us. And whenever she speaks, it is to criticise. We meet our targets, we take work home, but she'll never say, well done. It's very demotivating.
Okay, so how was it?
Yes. The problem of the stress for Photoshop and
Mhm.
with the workload and she felt she have to focus in the work too much. Um, she have to work at office and extra time at home, but yes, but the, the, uh, the, I, director That's demotivating.
Demotivating, yeah, demotivating. So the opposite of motivated, so demotivated or demotivating. Yeah, not motivated. Yeah, so same complaint about during the first one, right? About more paperwork. They also talk about that, but they don't listen. And also maybe if the admin will say something but not good things.
Yeah.
It's more on to criticize. So they have a lot of workloads and sometimes they bring their work at home. But
Yeah.
they will never, praise the employees. They will never say, "Oh, you did good, you great." No. So that's why they don't like to work at all. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like they ran out of motivation. So we have here quick to criticize, and then no praises. Okay. So look at this one, Chen. I think these are the complaints of, and this is also the sign of, a bad company or organization. Yeah. So I think if I have this kind of company or if I work in this kind of company, then I'm not going to last long. I don't know, or it depends. It depends. Yeah. Okay. So here, uh-huh. I have some before we move on to the next lesson. So I have some follow-up questions about this.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are the problems like heavy workload, space problems, and the new HR director. So among these three, which problems do you think are the the most serious? Yeah,
The most serious
serious problem.
for me
Mm-hmm.
among my work.
I mean here. So we have here three problems, right? Like heavy
Yeah.
workloads,
Yeah.
space problems, and the new HR director. So for you, if I am going to ask you which one are the most serious problems, or you can rank them. Try to rank them from three is the highest
Yeah.
and one is the lowest. So
Mhm.
which is number three?
Mm, 1, 2, 3. Heavy workload. Uh,
Yeah.
I
So
think the most serious maybe
mhm.
might be heavy workload.
Heavy workloads. Okay, this one.
The way to control it will difficult and then load item and no space problem can easier to solve it by
Yeah.
sharing some room. Yeah, no problem.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
one personnel. Yeah, even I'm director can share, no problem. But the heavy workload, too many people. Yes, and have to find some additional people and have enough quality, yeah, to control the work. I think it's not very easy.
Mm.
So,
Okay. And
yeah, I will choose for the most serious.
yes. All right. Okay, that's all, or you want to add more? That's all?
just
Mhm.
just
Okay.
like
In my case, I would choose the new HR director. I think this is for me the serious problem. Yeah, it's not easy
Yeah.
if because for example, if your HR director is good, then you can talk to him. Oh, can you like make few or less paperworks today? Yeah, so if the HR director is, yeah, sure. So
Yeah.
I think it's good to have, a good HR director. So I think for me this is the serious problem, but yeah, it depends. Okay,
Yeah.
so also heavy workloads, oh my gosh, so stressful. Yeah. Okay, anyway, so the second question, uh what should the management do to solve these problems?
Yeah.
So what should the
Mhm.
management do to solve these problems?
I think
Okay, first
management
is heavy workloads.
needs to understand about work and can
Mm-hmm.
estimate the quality of work
Mm,
when 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 he or she want to assign for somebody. Yes, to make sure to ensure he or she can complete can finish their work
on time.
quickly, yeah, on time and in good condition.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, it should be in good condition, right? So both the paperworks and the person working on it, it's like happy, right? Or good. Yes. It's like something nice. When you're working and you are healthy, then your result is or the result is also good, right? But if you're working and if you're sick, so of course you're sick because of too much pressure, too much paperwork. So meaning the quality of the work also is bad, right? So it should be balanced. Okay, so that's your solution for heavy workload. So look at the person working on it, check, and then yeah, estimate the amount and the quality of time, check. So yeah. And how about space problems? So what should the management do about this one? Let's say in this situation, they have overcrowded people in one room and no windows. So what should the management do about it?
Yes, yeah. The management, I think it's necessary for the management when when they thinking there will be one person inside the room and can under situation like uh, the colleague, the other colleague, and can understand the difficult when working in this room. So have to find a way to reduce the number in the room or make some development for the room. Can open the window and open room, yes, or share with people for some other room.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, and it
I
depends
think the
on
internet not very good.
yeah. So it depends also in their budget maybe. Okay. Anyway, Chen, so the last one, okay, the new HR director. So what should the management do about this?
As talking to you in the last time in
Yes.
Vietnam, director or management just only for the collecting the information about the of on college in the company and
Mm.
like some document to move or change for their work. Yeah. In Vietnam, I don't see management has very big,
Role.
very big position, role. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And so I can easy to channel to answer you. Yes, if you have general management or HR director have problem, we need to check for another one.
Okay.
Because
Anyway,
so
yeah.
easy
So.
to share.
Mm,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. So anyway, Chen, it's already time. So thank you so much for joining our class tonight, and see you next
yeah,
meeting. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. Bye. Have a good night. Okay. Thank
yeah. Bye
you.
bye.
Bye.